No intro today. Oh, there it is.
Somebody's slacking today. Somebody's slacking. Do you see what else I see, Chris?
No.
Look at Greg. I swear I had nothing to do with it.
Oh. You're muted.
Bro, you're muted.
You muted yourself, bro.
I had nothing to do with it.
I don't know how this happened, but welcome to now. I didn't mute anything, but welcome. It is April 26th, 2024, and I have to ask you all a serious question today. Are we alone in the universe? Are we the only life forms that sit out here on this little ball, spinning around the sun, spinning around in the Milky Way galaxy?
Your mic sounds really funny.
Yeah,
Greg.
your sound is kind of funky, bro.
Messed me up. But I will fix that in just a second. So I'm going to go to you, Chris. What do you think?
What do I think about the aliens? I mean, the only reason I know that that's what you said is because I know what the story is. But dude, so something's wrong with your mic.
Yeah.
I know. I hear myself.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. Like it's. I don't know what's going on.
You might have accidentally hit something when you were trying to do the intro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, yeah. Aliens. Yeah, I think they're real. I think that there's no way that we are the only ones in this vast universe. I mean, it goes on and on and on. We don't even know how many stars there are out there, how many different planets there are out there. If you think we are the only ones in this, again, this vast universe, right, then I would say you. I'm not going to say that, but. Yes, I do believe that there are aliens out there, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Scott. What do you think?
Well, look, it's been a long week. I'll be honest with you right now. I'm just glad it's Friday. It's Beer Friday, cheers. But that being said, and my power just flickered, but that being said,
right. Do I sound better?
No. I do believe that we are absolutely 100% not alone in this universe. Now, I can't tell you what else is out there for sure, but we are not the only intelligent life form. I promise you that. What do you think, Devin?
Well, I think that it's pretty obvious that, at least probability-wise, there's no possibility that we are the only beings intelligent-wise in the universe. But right, when it comes to whether or not we are alone in this specific solar system, or at this point, I don't know if we are or not. I would say that it's more possibility that we are alone in this solar system, but within the galaxy, I would say it's more probable that there are aliens. So,
okay,
all right, guys. I apologize about my mic. I'm going to play this quick video, and this is a UFO that's over the Dome of Rock in Jerusalem. It was played on CBS, many different channels, and I'm just going to bring this up here real quick and let you guys take a look.
While you play that, try unplugging and replugging in your mic.
That's what I was about to say.
I think I know what's wrong with it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to buy time while I do it.
It's rough.
Holy shit.
You sound pretty good there, but
it's super loud.
Give us a video.
Go ahead. Yeah, bring it on up. Play that beam footage.
That's right. I'm going to help a little bit. There we go.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
I don't know.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this, but never mind.
I don't know exactly what that was, but it was very interesting.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you it over a much larger area so you can see what it's actually going on. Try to find it. This is the early show, CBS.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Bringing it up.
Dude, I think either your
Yeah.
camera mic is picking up something or something's going on with your stuff. Dude.
Something's happening with their mic, bro. When you're right at it, it sounds good, but when you turn
That's
away
it.
a little bit, it's horrible.
No, it still doesn't sound good, dude.
Yeah,
No, it
so
sounds super loud too.
I'm working on it. Give me a moment.
Okay, you're good. Just play it,
You're
play
good.
it, play
I'll
it.
play this, and I'm going to let you guys talk about it.
All right.
This morning that some say may be proof we're not alone in the universe. A UFO in the form of a bright light is seen descending over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The video is said to be taken over the weekend. Then suddenly the light shoots up into the sky. There you see it. Another video from a different angle appears to show the light doing the same thing. Those clips have gone viral now.
Okay, Chris, go ahead and start talking. I'll tell you some more about it after you guys. Give me your-
I
Your
mean, I
mic
don't know.
is really bad.
I really don't know what to say about it. I mean, that was a news organization that played that, so I would say that it's probably been vetted and made sure that it wasn't like photoshopped and stuff like that. Again, I believe in aliens. I just don't know if all the videos we see out there are real or not. I don't really know what to say about it. Scott,
I mean, it's hard to see exactly what it is, with the footage we have. But the one thing I'll say is the way that it moves, to the best of our knowledge, who knows what we do or don't have, but to the best of our knowledge, we don't have anything that's capable of just zoom that quick, up in the air. So I'm going to say that, it's possible. Maybe some other life form was just looking in on us or, but I don't know that for sure. But
right?
the video is compelling.
It's very obviously it's new American military R&D. If they have
I like it.
it's awesome.
Hey, you
Yeah.
might be right, Devin. It might be something they haven't told us about. That's ours,
I mean, they lie to us anyway. I mean, they're basically come out and saying that, aliens are real. So they're probably lying about that. So it's probably R&D. It's probably ours.
And now your
We
mic's all the
don't
way
hear
up,
you at
Greg.
all, bro.
I do want to say, like, with today's technology, it's really funny to me anyway that we can make these great movies. We can shoot movies damn near with our iPhones and our Samsungs and stuff like that, right? Very good footage, very clear, crystal clear. But every time they get stuff like this, it's always just a little too far away, or it's just really grainy.
Right.
Now that's where I question those things. Like I said, I believe that there's something else out there. But when it comes to this stuff, it's always just a little too grainy, a little just out of reach.
We hear you a little bit.
And I
but
hate
still
that
not
that's
very.
the way it happens, because if it's real, I want to see it.
Stuart has a good point there. Why is this so shoddy? You had the same.
Yeah,
point?
I've
it's
seen
like-
that. Yeah.
It's sort of like that blurry image of Bigfoot that you never quite get right. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I get what you're saying. It's like, why can't we never just get one good picture? But
Right.
as big as our universe is, I mean, I think it would be very naive to think that
Oh, it
we
would
are
be.
the only intelligent life form out there, or even advanced life form out there.
Right. I
So-
agree with that. Good.
Magnetic fields. Okay, let's say that these things have anti-gravity in this manner. Probably
Shields.
use magnetic fields to do this. Shields, that things. So it says that magnetic fields, with the fluctuation of energy that surround them, can cause interference,
With technology.
cause distortion in images or videos captured by camera equipment.
Okay.
So
I mean, I can kind of buy that, I guess, but with
Makes sense, I guess.
excuse me,
a
with the
possibility.
long range
Right.
lenses and stuff we have, wouldn't they necessarily be far enough away that it wouldn't interfere, but they could still zoom in and
No,
get a good picture?
It's that it disrupts what is around.
Oh,
it
their
disrupts the air
ship is what
around
you're
it,
saying.
right? So
Right.
yes,
Okay, I got you.
it would just disrupt the photo.
Stuart says,
Maybe.
"What do you mean these things? I want to speak to your manager."
Well, I mean, I guess honestly,
He's just caring to, bro.
that's a new perspective I've never thought of. Honestly, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I've always thought maybe they have some sort of cloaking technology or whatever. You know, maybe that weird cloud you see or a storm. You know, but I never thought of something that would distort any pictures that were being taken of it or video taken of it. That's actually kind of smart. I never considered that.
Here's a
All right.
question: the cars that you see on the highway that have the certain paint jobs, that don't they like distort your like pictures or something like that if you try to take them or something
There's
like
I
that?
have
something, yeah, they like
no idea.
mess with the light or something, and it just gives a glare back
Right.
rather than a
So
good
that they
picture.
can't, so that if they take them out, prototype vehicles,
Mhm.
competitors can't see what they're making, so that they can, right? So it keeps the secret of the vehicle,
Right.
and that's just
Usually.
paint.
Right.
Yeah.
Usually what they do there is they just cover it though for the most part. But I think what you're talking about is like when they're trying to mess with our full radar or photos, there's a paint that
Like a
will
weird
glare
pattern.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
it screws up
Yeah.
the pattern and it glares back so that you don't get a good picture.
Right. So I mean that's I mean, if we can do that with paint, they could
I
probably
know.
do that with whatever electromagnetic fields that they want. Because if let's say we're super advanced, but they're not telling us,
Right.
or there are some aliens here somewhere, which
Right.
I would hope we would know that they're here by now. But if we don't know they're here, maybe they look like us, which is even more terrifying.
I can't help it. It's too funny. I had to put it up there.
You didn't hear me say it?
Yeah, I heard you say it, but I
Okay,
still had to
okay.
put it up there. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I mean, what you said about clouds, it just reminded me of like the last couple of days.
Mhm.
You look at I looked up at the clouds, you know what I mean, throughout like the areas we were driving in, a couple little, you know, storms, stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but I've never seen clouds that look like that. It's like I don't want to say it because it's going to sound
Don't bring up
crazy.
Nope, man.
Hey, it's
No, I'm not. No,
bring
no,
up-
no, 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 no.
All
I'm
right.
not saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like
It's
they're
conspiracy
distorted or
Friday.
something.
Can you
It's
guys
really.
hear me?
It's been really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
That sounds
Okay,
better now.
sound
There you
great.
go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sound good.
bring up a next one. I think you guys will find very interesting. This is from the Solar Observatory. We have a observatory, i.e., satellites that do nothing but watch the sun. All right, is our sun and other suns out there in the universe just gas stations for alien crafts? Let's find out. You might like this one. It looks like the Death Star.
Sweet.
All right, here
I
we
love
go.
the Death Star.
You ready?
Yeah.
I want you to watch. You see where that kind of
Right down there. I see it.
right towards in the middle. All right.
Right.
Now what it starts to suck plasma up off the sun.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
All right. You see the round.
Right.
Now the plasma gets really tornadic like, and then it fills up and it's gone.
Now I was
Huh.
watching
I'll
the
play that
clock
again
on
for
that, and what time period is that though? That
It's
clock is very kind of erratic.
3/9/2012. It's
No, I mean the
Saying the
one where-
hours are going pretty
the
quick.
Hours.
no, those are days.
No.
No,
The
those are
hours.
hours.
Right then.
next
Yeah.
to it, to the far
Oh
right.
yeah, those are hours. That one, did you see how fast the day was going up? So
Yeah, it was definitely sped up.
yeah, I mean it is
Yeah.
it is we're calculating the sun over long periods of time. So what do you guys think about that one? Try to make it quick and I'll bring up another one.
What do you think, Chris?
It kind of looks like maybe a ship was over there fueling up. I don't know. That's the way I looked at it. Was like, were they sucking up energy to go somewhere? I don't know, man.
That's exactly what I think it is. I've seen other video of the same type of thing, but it was no Death Star. It was a little tiny, it looked like a little tiny ship, just sort of like rolled up to the sun and did the same thing, like sucked plasma away from the sun for however long, and then poof, it took off. Like it was fueling up. So I mean, if you have advanced technology, I suppose plasma would be a heck of a good energy source.
Look,
Do you even need to make it if you can just take it?
Right, exactly. If you can store it or take
Right.
it, then why make it?
You don't
Look-
need a fusion cell. You don't need anything.
Yeah, you
Right.
just take the energy from the sun.
that's
Right.
our sun. Okay, that is illegal mining.
Devin's
All
like, leave my son alone.
But it does bring up a question. Is
Excuse
this not some sort of
Gas bubble.
strange
Yeah.
gas phenomenon from the sun? Is it not possible that it's just some sort of
That's definitely
Earth?
possible, but we're doing
I wanna
conspiracies
believe-
here.
I want to believe it's a ship. a
Well,
dude.
everybody, we want to thank Devin, who works for the Government Propaganda Center.
I heard
Oh,
last he,
I mean, with
That's not right.
last I heard,
I-
last
look,
I
I
heard he
agree.
worked for
Look,
NASA.
I am the
It could-
only voice of reason on this podcast.
No,
okay?
look,
I
it
like
could be-
that because I want you to explain this one, which
Well,
I set up.
he keeps on saying that he wants to work for what is that, Space Force?
military.
Of
This-
course, who wouldn't?
We can thank this. All right. This is over a Middle East military base. All right. 2022. This is a military drone that captures this footage. It was very classified and very top secret for a long time. And then the military just decided one day to release UFO photos and files and videos because they're trying to tell us something.
I think they're trying to prep us, but
So-
that's my opinion.
If that's just a gas bubble, then this must be a large, shiny, metallic, giant bowling ball just floating through the sky. Let me get your propaganda on this one, Devin. Let's go ahead and play
Okay.
this.
Oh, that's the spheres. Okay, I've seen other footage of that. Or the orb. Sorry, I called it a sphere. They call it an orb.
Where'd he go?
It's tracking. It's like
It's moving fast as
it-
hell.
Oh,
It's what
yeah,
it
okay,
is.
never mind. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought it was falling, dude.
It
I
was-
was waiting for it to hit the ground.
the drone was looking at the people over there by the building. You know, are you
Yeah.
terrorists? What are you doing? And then all of a sudden, this orb flies by, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
Pentagon official revealed today that the U.S.
Yeah, that right there is something is
I will agree that maybe the
it's out of
sun thing
my
is a
field.
weird phenomenon we don't know about, but when you see the video, it's hard to say, well, that's something natural that's happening. You know what I mean? Otherwise it would happen all the time on a semi scheduled basis. And it's not. It just sort of happens randomly. It happens in different shapes and forms. But what do you think of the sphere, Devin? I'm curious.
Look, I'm sorry, it's obviously not a missile or shell fragment because its
don't think
movement is not exactly. It doesn't stay in a serious line.
right?
I would say that it moves kind of erratically.
Mm.
I'll just go back with the old government way. It's obviously a gas leak.
I don't think you can play with gas leak on that one.
No, but seriously, I would say that. I mean, it's either alien technology or it's technology that we have that we are unwilling to allow the public to know unless we're doing it through a way that is alien related.
Yeah.
That would be my suggestions.
My suggestion is the military released that because they're like, holy crap, we have no idea what this is. We're going to show it because we all might literally die. And with the military releasing things, which they didn't want to release, they did not want to put this out. A whistleblower actually just released it to the public because they felt the public should know. This is an actual fighter jet from a Navy carrier chasing a UFO.
I've
And
probably seen this one too.
you probably have it made all
I've
the
seen it.
Go ahead, roll it. Let's see it.
Roll that clip.
video that's
Yeah, I've seen that one.
do a double take.
The video was shot by U.S. fighter pilots on a training mission off the coast of Jacksonville, Florida. Pilots reported seeing mysterious objects that could reach hypersonic speeds, 5 times the speed of sound, and still turn on a dime.
There's a whole fleet of them. Oh my gosh.
Even the New York Times is taking the UFO sighting seriously. Wow, what is that? Navy pilots report unexplained.
All right, I didn't know that was a 60 minutes. It didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, don't play 60 minutes.
our Inside Edition. I don't even think that's a show anymore. But
we've seen that one too. That's one of the military
ones,
released, photos or video. But we have to ask ourselves, why would they go from when was Roswell? Late 40s, I think.
Yes.
Late 40s till I guess early 2010s or something, saying no, UFOs are not real. We're the only ones out there, blah, blah, blah. And then now all of a sudden, like, here, the military's going to release this footage to you. Have fun, citizens.
Well, if you remember Trump put that, I can't remember if it's an executive order or whatever, but I remember him saying that he was releasing a lot of that footage from aliens, anything that we know about, stuff like that.
Making it public.
Maybe that's why. Maybe they had to.
Well,
yeah.
I remember early in Trump's presidency, seemingly one of the first things he did, I don't know if it was go, hey, I've made a space force. And you think to yourself, wait a minute, we got the Air Force, we got the Navy, we got the Marines, we got the Army, we got the Coast Guard, we got reserves. What in the hell do we need a space force for when we barely made it to the moon? What, twice? You know what I mean?
You gotta ask Devin. He's one of the generals. That's what I heard.
I'll ask my question. Maybe Devin can answer. Devin, you can answer for me.
You are not allowed to say that.
Then why would you make a space force unless you're really able to go in and out of our atmosphere relatively easy and go pretty much anywhere you want in space? So that told me there's a lot of technology that we have that they're not telling us lowly people about, especially us lowly truck drivers.
I would say because it's the next thing, the next frontier. Yeah, I mean, we've done everything else here.
Remember, we've only made
what else is there to do?
One successful landing on the moon. Why would you suddenly make a space force then?
That we know of?
Right. That's my point.
While you guys talk, go ahead and check this out. Another same area around the same time in Iraq at a military base. They capture a jellyfish-looking creature just floating over the military base. It was confirmed by Marines. This is from the Economic Times. This video is. So I mean, we're all, you guys can talk.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
That is real strange looking.
Yeah, I don't know.
That looks fake.
It does. To me, it looks fake, but it's being.
It's not fake. That the Pentagon confirmed it's authentic.
They're here. That is Elon Musk.
No.
That's what you've been programmed to think. That's what you've been programmed to understand is that can't be real.
No, I didn't say that. I said it was Elon Musk, man. I mean, that's his.
It's still possible that all this stuff is actually military R&D by America. I understand. It's very likely that it's some alien form, some alien technology that is still a very real possibility. But there is still the possibility that it is military secrets that they're just unwilling to tell that is ours. They would rather have our enemies think that it was aliens than it would actually be us.
Right.
What would you do with that?
Well,
you would, I don't know. You're gonna tell the
weird
enemy
alien things. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say it's alien. I'm just joking about Elon Musk. You know what I mean? But if you look at Mark Zuckerberg lately, that could be him.
Oh, come on. Look,
Man, that
I've
dude's
seen-
looked like an alien or a robot for the last 10 years, dude. I mean, he went from looking kind of normal to weird. Now, does anybody agree that that man looks like an alien? Have you seen Mark Zuckerberg lately? Here, I'll pull it up.
Not really, but-
Go ahead and tell everybody
Look,
what you think of that video, and I'm going to
so-
pull up.
I don't know what to think of that one. That's the first time I've seen it. But I've seen other videos where somebody, like, it was in a parking lot, an open parking lot, whatever business it was at wasn't open. And this strange little cloud, the only cloud around, was just floating around in a certain circle. There was no fog at the time. There was no other clouds around at the time, but just this strange little, I mean, literally, it was like this big. Little cloud floating just a foot or so off the ground around this parking lot. And you're going, it looks like a cloud. What the hell is that thing? And of course, nobody was brave enough to walk up and try to touch it or anything, but maybe that's the same type of thing that we just saw.
Look, a flying pyramid.
Oh, look, a flying pyramid.
And then you think, oh, that can't be real. Somebody just shot that on their phone, and they're like, look, it's a flying pyramid. Obviously fake, right?
Right.
Obviously. Now let's
like a big face next to the moon.
Let's go ahead and
tell me he don't look like an alien.
I don't know.
He's a robot. That's an android.
That's a robot.
I'm just saying, that's
serve you. Yeah,
that's an alien or a robot, man.
Now the Pentagon. This is from CNN Business. The Pentagon confirmed this video. It's 100% authentic. It was part of that leak from the whistleblower.
It's from CNN Business, though. We don't believe that.
Why does it always have a green hue?
Well, that's
what I'm saying.
It's a night camera. Night vision
it
camera.
is, but it's. I see
Instead
where
of
you're coming from,
confirmed,
Devin.
leaked video of an unidentified aerial phenomena was taken by Navy personnel.
All right, look, from what you said earlier, Devin, it makes a little bit more sense, but it drives me nuts every time we see these videos of things like this, and it's always like all this technology we have. My iPhone
now,
or my
one good
Samsung
photo,
can take a really good photo.
I feel the same way about Bigfoot and stuff. It's like I want to believe.
Well, Bigfoot doesn't make any sense because that would take away what Devin said, but it's the same thing. But that's done purposefully because a lot of people make fake pictures and stuff like that.
Well,
It's
you're
meant to
right,
be blurry because if it was clear, you'd tell it was fake.
The thing about that is, like, you would think with all the quote unquote sightings, somebody would have shot one by now and been like, "Here's the body," you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know.
So when it comes to the alien stuff, I guess Devin kind of opened my mind a little bit to that, where electromagnetic anti-gravity technology probably would interfere with our technology.
Right.
It just sucks that we can't get a very clear picture of it, but that makes a lot of sense. I mean, like I said, I believe there's got to be something out there, and
there absolutely is.
If we're where we are right here, if we are where we are with technology, the technology we have, I'm sure there's got to be somebody out there who is way advanced more than we are.
Think about it like this.
Absolutely.
If you take a picture of a jet that is igniting its engines from behind it, what are you gonna is a picture
it's gonna blur it out? Yeah,
right,
it's gonna blur it out.
The air distortion.
Right.
So if you're having a magnetic field around an object, it's going to distort the air, which is going to distort your picture.
That and they, like, after you said that, I was thinking of like the anti-gravity and stuff. Whatever energy they're using,
it's still energy. You would have to distort.
You know what I mean? So it would still, that makes sense.
It does. I never thought of that. Yeah.
I never thought like that. So
way to hide "Made in the USA" that's stamped on the side of it.
Go open your camera, start your microwave, and hold your camera right next to the microwave.
Right, that's what we're saying. Yeah, it makes sense.
Now, if you want clear, all right. This
you gotta show us a clear one. Get ready.
This
we're running low on
over
time.
Wright Patterson Air Force Base.
Oh yeah, the what you call it?
Black Knight satellite.
Black Knight satellite.
Black Knight satellite. That thing's very interesting.
Yes,
that's
definitely extraterrestrial.
That thing is very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
They have an annual. We're from the Dayton area. They have an annual marathon there,
Yeah.
and they were there. It's in the fall. They were there getting ready to run, and people clearly saw
right over their head.
this
Yeah.
UAP, which is what they're called now, unidentified aerial phenomenon. We no longer call them unidentified flying objects.
I still like UFO. You're not changing my mind on that.
Oh, that is the greatest thing in the world.
Here's the question: how long has that been around?
What?
That Black Knight satellite? How long we've known?
Longer than we knew.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying how long have we known about it?
I believe. I want to
Since
say
the 80s or
Galileo
90s.
spotted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get
No crap.
Do you have?
That's what I'm saying. If that's true, I
Yeah,
need
I
to.
thought it was since the
You know
80s or
that,
90s,
really?
but
Like, when have we first seen it though? Like,
I just learned about this a couple years ago, and was talking to y'all, and then you showed me those pictures. So that's the
Here,
first
I'm
time
going to
I
bring
ever
up
knew
a
about it.
picture. And this is an astronaut photo.
yeah.
Does that not look like what was tipping through the black cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh
that-
yeah.
It definitely does.
But like again, when was the first time we saw it?
I want to say in some of the
Taken it
research
out.
I've
It said
done,
taken in 1998.
This is 1998. Okay, that's definitely more.
That
I would
was
say 80s or
Halo.
90s. It's when I first learned about it. Somewhere in the late 80s or
Okay.
90s. Sometime.
So that's more than obviously extraterrestrial in origin, or
Right.
it's left by some sort of species that used to live here that just left it.
maybe.
Right. I don't
It's
know.
possible. There's lots of possibilities.
You're right. There is.
Hey, I will say it came from the moon.
And it's also
And then it goes back and it comes back over here and gets in more information. It goes back and it relays the information. Then it comes back. So that's why we don't see it all the time. Because if you think about it, if it was there all the time, we have stuff up there. We have the space station. I mean, you can download an app on your phone
To watch
and
it.
and and watch the space station go around. You can see all it's kind of crazy. It's pretty neat when you first do it. Then you are like, why do I have this app on my phone? And you delete it because it's boring. But first time you see it, it's kind of cool. But
the thing I wonder is, are humans really that interesting? I mean, let's be honest, with our microwave burritos and our fake dog poop and our, like, really, are we that interesting? I'm just asking for
we would be very interesting to someone who put us
trying
here.
to learn their past.
Think about it like this.
Well, what if they put us here?
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I get it.
The
Yeah.
progress. You know what I mean? What
We're an ongoing science project.
Right. What are they
Think
doing?
about it
down
like
there?
this. We love watching stupid people do stupid things. We think it's funny, right?
Oh, dude,
Why
we would
not
be
just
entertainment
have-
for days.
Right. Why not just have a giant planet of idiots that you can just take videos of constantly?
Wait, are you saying we're just entertainment for other
Yes,
life
this is
forms?
just like some planet you see on
Look.
TV. Days in the lives of Earthians. You know?
That is the satellite, and it's for the aliens, and they're transmitting to their TVs so they can watch us.
Well,
it's
We're
like
just a
Fox News or
sitcom, is
whatever.
what we are. We're a sitcom. to 'em.
Nicola
There's just a giant satellite dish on the back of the moon transmitting.
Nikola
out to the
Tesla.
places.
Nikolai Tesla for Devin was
Tesla.
said
Oh,
he
how bad.
received very strange and unusual radio broadcasts from that area of space. And if you would have asked Nikolai, he told you that he would talk to aliens, that he talked to another civilization in space, and they were the ones giving him how to build the inventions he was building.
Yeah, I read about that. It's kind of interesting, but it also makes him sound really crazy.
Yeah. Well, but
he invented a lot of crazy stuff. So
But-
I mean,
that is what I was telling you guys earlier today. That's a close-up picture of it.
Right.
We don't build things that look like that. But that's
As
what I'm
far as
saying.
you know.
Our whole lives in school, since you were a child, everything you were told that doesn't exist. People that talk about that are crazy. There's no way. monsters aren't real. This isn't real. Ghosts aren't real. You are conditioned from birth to shut that entire
part of your brain out.
aspect of reality out of existence.
True.
So you say, hey man, that guy says he saw aliens. He's
a crack. Yeah, he's a crackpot.
Who knows? He might go home every night terrified under the window and a UFO comes down and aliens come to his window and he's just trying to tell people, oh my Lord.
Hey, they come to him. They come in his window, and they're
everybody
like,
can contemplate that. For
Are
next
you ready
week.
for your
We
program?
need to
Hey, look! They pop up in his window, right? He's laying there. He's terrified. Like, did you tell him what we told you? Did you tell him what we told you to tell him? I told him they think I'm crazy. You better go out there and tell him again. You not telling me. You not telling him makes me mad.
Makes me real mad.
They go up in their ship and they write down.
Hold on 1 second. Let's just go a few seconds.
It's working out great.
Dude, we're way over. We're way over.
I know. Hold on.
Way over.
It's interesting. Hold on. Just give him a second. We had technical difficulties.
The alien suits come off and it's just a human head. And he's just like,
Hey, look at this.
psychological studies are going as planned. Patient exhibits symptoms of paranoia and PTSD.
Right. Every time we go down there, he's scared to death that we're.
You guys are my friends. I have PSTD every day. Like, so.
All right. Okay.
PTSD, however you say it, I don't know. I have it every day.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yes, thank you.
When America was still America, before we were lied to about everything, before we were programmed to be blithering idiots and blue-haired troll doll weirdos.
Hey, don't talk about me like that.
In World War II, this is the Battle of Los Angeles. All right, where the entire news media, everybody reported that this invincible UFO flying saucer was hovering over at the LA area, and we shot at it. We shot anti-aircraft guns straight at it, couldn't hit it, couldn't move it.
Well, we hit it, but it didn't do any damage.
It didn't
we
do
hit
anything.
It repeatedly. It didn't do anything to it.
And then
it was a mirage.
So when you say conspiracy theory,
Devin,
remember that was coined by the government.
Do you think they don't tell us? Because when was it? It was before the television. It was when they had the radios, and they played when Mars Attacks.
Orson Welles' World.
When it was reading it, and people went completely nuts.
Was that a test?
That's why it was a test. It was 100% a test.
That's what I'm asking. Do you think that's why they're like, we got to be very careful how we leak this information and how much we show them at a time, because it could be that some of these people will lose their freaking minds.
I think
they will lose their minds. You got it right there.
I think it's a two-part system. So look at the left right now. They want to destroy religion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why? Because if there's something bigger than government, you'll never listen.
Why would you listen to them? Yeah.
So if they come out and they say, well, we've been keeping this a secret for 70 years, 100 years, the beginning of time.
Right.
But there's other life on other planets and they come here regularly.
Right.
Well, that's a lot bigger than government. That's a lot. Religion, faith. This is real. You know what I'm saying? These people are coming here and they're flying in.
And I think a lot of people might try to observe the aliens as their god. Then I mean, that would completely screw up.
That's a whole different episode.
You're right. That's a different show. That's a different.
I can see right now.
You're right.
Some person from the backwater, all right, walking around going, "It's a skinwalker." You know what I mean? That's what I see.
That's a whole new episode.
There would be a lot of that.
They are aliens. It would be bad.
In every culture, in every civilization around the world, they all talked about people coming down from the sky.
And with that, let's say goodnight. Have a happy weekend, because you're starting to go down that hole even farther.
No, I'm not going down that hole. I'm just saying. So if before time was even
going. Have you noticed
I like to go. I go all the time.
Let's wrap it up. We gotta
I
have
am-
something
well,
for next
I'm-
week, and the
I'm-
week
this is
after,
my-
and the
this-
week after.
Who's hosting this show?
Me.
If you go,
I'm taking
down,
over.
you're making me forget what I was going to say. If you go back to before time was even recorded, and they talked about people coming down from the clouds and teaching them technology, you know what I mean? And they took the time to take chisels to stone and write this down. They were telling something very important.
Right.
But
Which
then
goes
the
along with our
people-
pyramids
Yep.
thing that we talked about.
People
right.
that are corrupt decided that that can't exist because we need them to believe in us, like the Egyptians. The pharaohs were gods. Do as I say. I'm a god. But with that, we're going to wrap it up. And remember, people out there watching, the American
not
government
alone.
right now, the world government right now, don't fall for their ploy. Don't fall for their
They're not
plan.
your friends.
Divided, we fall. United, we stand. I don't
Right.
care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican, independent, liberal, freaking
We're all brothers and
anarchists.
sisters.
We're all Americans. We're all
Yep.
brothers and sisters.
Yep.
You're not my enemy.
Right.
The government right now is who we
Right.
need to focus on. With that,
Keep your eyes to the skies too.
peace out. I'm not a crook. Keep your tinfoil hat
That's
handy
right.
for
Close
next
by.
Friday. And let's blow that beautiful,
Good
beautiful
night. Good weekend. God bless.
Later,
See you
y'all.
next week.
Have a good
ending
weekend.
credits. Have a good
Like,
weekend.
subscribe, share.
See you
Yes.
Monday.
Later, y'all.
Please.